Yes, welcome back. Today I'm doing love readings yet again for June 6th until June 12th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and perhaps a Venus sign in Taurus. I am actually a Sun and Venus in Taurus, so maybe this will be for me a little bit too. As always, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you, which is absolutely okay. Take the things that are for you today and leave everything else behind. Let's get into your higher vibes. Love connection readings are not always about romantic love, so do keep that in mind as we go through. We have love with our families, in our close friendships, maybe with some of our coworkers who we adore. So the connections here may not be with your romantic partner. Keep that in mind. If today's reading does resonate for you on any level, please leave me a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, your questions. I love hearing from you, so don't be shy. Let's get together and chat it out. Whoa, whoa, okay, put it back. If it's meant to be, it will come back to us. Okay, overall energy is the world. Okay, we're talking about cycles ending, new cycles beginning, and I feel like both you and this other individual are sort of in a state of flux. We'll see. For them in this relationship, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. So this person has a lot of passion, a lot of excitement for you, towards you. They care very much about the relationship. Um, but they're having some problems with processing right now. That was like a weird way to word that, like they're a computer, but it's it's more so like they have things that they want to get off of their chest, but I think there is fear that that will jeopardize kind of the spark and the sense of passion that is existing between the two of you. Or they're having some conflicting feelings about the attraction here, like if this were in early stages of this relationship, perhaps. We'll do some clarifying on that for sure. For you in this connection, Five of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the Queen of Pentacles. So we're in this nice transitionary period here, Taurus, where we're coming out of this space of feeling like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I belong. I don't know how long I have to live this way. I'm tired of seeing all these other people that seem to have what I want and I don't seem to have it. We're coming out of that mindset. Oh, it's beautiful. Coming into a sense of empowerment, coming into a recognition of I already am enough. I already have what I need. I am on a path. If I didn't think I was on a path, I recognize now that I am on a path. My path is moving me forward. And now I want to really focus on that, pay attention to that, see where it drives me, see where it brings me next. So we're coming out of this scarcity mindset and into abundance mindset, which is exactly where we want to be, leveling up that vibration. In the connection between the two of you, we have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Again, there's some energy here of like, is this where we're both supposed to be? Do we need a little bit of time apart from one another? There's a conversation that I think already happened. A conversation or is going to be happening, is happening. Time is kind of fluid in tarot, and this is future energy. But there's a conversation or exchange that was had between the two of you that is taking a lot of the energy in the connection. We're both focusing so much on it. We're both kind of living in that past environment. That we're not kind of recognizing the ways in which we're trying to offer an olive branch to one another. So maybe you had a recent disagreement or fight or argument or whatever that looked like with this person, and you're both fixating on it. And as such, it's like, I'm really fixated on the ways I was hurt in this conversation or the words that were said, but I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'm trying to offer some love. I'm trying to offer more open communication. I'm trying to speak in their love languages. I'm trying to, extend that olive branch. And I think they are likely doing the same. but you're both not real. You're seeing it kind of as empty gestures instead of sincere gestures that they are, because we're still living in some hurt. So there is some healing here that needs to happen between the two of you based on how you're communicating with one another. And obviously, if we go right back to this person in the connection, they're holding on to some things, like I said, that they need to get off their chest. So maybe they didn't get to say everything when you had this conversation, and you're both feeling hurt, and they have other things that they want to bring up, but they don't know how because they don't want to open that back up. So there may be a want here to take a little bit of time apart. Not necessarily like fully end the relationship, but take like some time out to process all of our feelings. We need to get past this hurt in order for open communication to come back into play. We'll do some clarifying though and see what comes up. I'll start with the World here. Two of Voices, Nine of Materials, and the Muse of Materials. So there's a decision that needs to be made, though I still think it's a conversation that needs to be had. That's relating to the sense of independence in the relationship and your careers. It is possible maybe one of you was offered a position that would involve some relocation or different hours or something that might affect both of you in that regard. And that may have been the cause of some of this tension. And, you know, in a want to support our partners, we don't always say all the things that are, you know, happening in our internal dialogue because we want to show them that we're supportive of the opportunities that they have. But in that same breath, if we abandon ourselves in those moments, then we can grow to resent choices that we helped facilitate. So keep that in mind here. Let's take a look for them at this Lovers card. Potentially you're dealing with a Gemini here with the Lovers coming up as well. Lovers also speak to us about choice, okay, and you don't need to converse. Page of Voices, the Wheel, and the Fool. Yeah. This person, there's something they need to say. There needs to be a conversation here. They have things they got to get off their chest because I think they want to move forward. They want to get going. They want to throw themselves into whatever this opportunity is that's come up for them, because I really do get the energy that that's what this is about. But they don't want to do it until it's coming from a place where like we have spoken through everything. We understand each other. I know for sure that you support me and how you support me and understand how this affects you so that I can be sensitive to that. This person needs some reassurance from you. They need to talk. They need to talk, and you need to talk. So if you're somebody that, you know, shuts down maybe in the face of these types of conversations, then you outline the time. Say to them, you know, I'm not ready to talk right now, but Tuesday afternoon. Give me the next however many days or hours to process everything, decide how I feel, decide what I need to say. And here's a space and time when I will feel comfortable to have the conversation. Know that you can do that. Not all conversations need to happen the second that we want to have them. Okay. Let's take a look for you here at this Queen of Pentacles, at your energy, Taurus. Awakening, Nine of Voices, and the Hermit. Yeah, we are going through this transformation of recognizing, you know, that abundance mindset of recognizing our power of where we can go. But that's really stressful for you, I think, too, Taurus, because it's involving some changes in your life. And a change in mindset is a change in your life. And Taurus, I know, we don't love change all the time. I think there's some fear and feeling here about having to do it all on your own, of being stuck to kind of handle things by yourself. This may relate to whatever this opportunity that your partner is dealing with. Maybe they're going to have to be going away for work. But I think we're recognizing our own power, but there's some fear, okay? And fear is totally normal and natural. That's how we assess our own safety and what we need out of life. We'll come back to that. Let's look at in the connection here, the Six of Swords. That's where I'm most curious. Five of Emotions, Seven of Inspiration, and the Chariot. Yeah, I think you all need to talk. I think that maybe there is some fear inside of you, Taurus, that if we have this conversation, if whatever this is becomes a reality, that I lose the relationship, I lose that connection, I lose that sense of you know, protection I have here with you. And that being really scary. But I think what is more fearful for you is the thought of being left behind in the wake of this decision. And I don't think that is what your partner wants to do here. I do think they want you to be involved. They want to make sure that they are clear on what you need, on what you want, how you feel, to also influence how they feel. And I think you're keeping a lot of that to yourself right now instead of being open about it. And you're doing that from a place of thinking it's helping, but I think it is hurting both of you, just not talking about it because you're feeling very consumed with whatever they told you about, whatever this opportunity was, but you aren't being open about your emotions around it. I think we are going to see you kind of go through this push and pull of do I just walk away, because that will be easier than dealing with everything. But I don't think that's going to last. I think you're going to recognize I will be more miserable without this person, without this connection, without this relationship, than I will be to shift my own life, to accept that change happens. The only constant in life is change, Taurus. So it's something that we need to get used with, being a little bit uncomfortable when change happens. Because this person, I think, is trying to move forward from a place of love, of taking action that will support both of you. I understand that there's fear. We'll take one last message here for you. Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah, in order to move forward here, Taurus, we need to face ourselves in ways that are a little bit uncomfortable, do some internal work to recognize where we find these abandonment issues or this fear of neglect, whatever that looks like. There's some things that need to be worked through together, but you are supported by love here, okay? Your partner cares deeply. They want you to be part of this process. You need to allow yourself to open up, to be uncomfortable, be okay with being uncomfortable, and recognize that they want to support you into this the best way they can. So a reminder that there's a little bit of self-work that needs to happen here. I hope this is helpful to you, Taurus. If it was, please leave a thumbs up, do subscribe, and I'll see you back here next week.